What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome to the WARFRAME video. I'd like to preface this video with, remember, dudes can apply to male and female, and basically anyone. So, today we're going over the Epitaph gun. It is the Sevagoth signature secondary weapon, and it's actually pretty interesting. It's not exactly a meta-defining gun, but it's good enough as a condition overload primer. I think it's definitely worth considering adding to your arsenal. It also has a crit build that does some pretty decent stuff when you are using the new hemmorage mod for pistols, because it is going to do some guaranteed impact procs on charge. Before we get into it, make sure you are subbed to this YouTube channel, because a lot of people that watch videos aren't subbed, and you know, it's a good thing if you sub to the channel, at least for me and you. I mean, not for everyone on the earth. It's not going to solve world hunger or anything like that. There's also a live stream channel on the screen right now, if you'd like to check that out as well. Alright, so the Epitaph, which I actually have a hard time spelling, to be honest. It is E-P-I-T-A-P-H. That P-H at the end, I keep putting T-H instead, but you know what? That's just my problem. Alright, so Sevagoth's wrist-mounted sidearm fires a chilling, slow-moving slab. That basically means it has a slow projectile speed when you are firing it. Guaranteed to slow the enemies for easier marksmanship. Charge the shots to fire a super slab that destroys stuff. Deals additional headshot damage in Sevagoth's hands. So it does have an increased headshot multiplier when used by Sevagoth. It doesn't really make a big difference because I don't really find the charge shot high crit version very impactful, at least in my opinion. It can get some good damage results, but it's a single target weapon. You know all about single target weapons on this channel. Alright, so we got right here the charged up shot right here is going to have 48% crit chance, 2.6 multiplier, and very low status chance. It's basically a bow, and it's single target when you charge it up. When you just quick fire it, it's a large explosion that has very high status chance. It's actually not listed in the arsenal. I think it's speculated to be about 50% status chance base on the charge attack, which is going to do guaranteed cold procs, and it also has innate blast. So if we do a condition overload primer build for the quick shots, it's going to be giving us guaranteed cold. So let's start off by showing the crit build first, though, because this is what a lot of people apparently like. It's good for killing eidolons and all that kind of stuff. And there's currently a bug, I'm going to call it a bug at least, where Synth Charge, the mod for low magazine pistols, works on this weapon. I don't know why it does, but it does. Because this thing actually is very strange. It does not actually have a reload. You will reload it by picking up ammo, the gun. So 29% bonus damage on the final shot requires magazine of 6 or higher. It's got 56 shots. I don't know why it works, but it currently does work. And after the bug fix goes through, you can either put a Bane mod in that slot for higher slash procs using the hemorrhage mod, or you could just go with more damage or something like that, or you know things of that nature. You know what would be really good if you want to use prime fulmination. We actually use this on the condition overload build. It's going to make the explosion shots go to about 13 meters. That's going to require a couple more forma. And if you're going to put something in the Exilus slot, I'd say go with Lethal Momentum, as this thing has bad projectile flight speed. As you can see right here, it's basically just a full crit build with hemorrhage because of the 4 slash procs. And fire rate because it's a bow, basically, when you charge it up. So, you know, you want to definitely have some extra fire rate there, because it feels like garbage if you don't. Alright, we're going to summon these guys in. Let's quickly show the primary quick fire shot. So, with no status chance mods, it's going to do a lot of status chance procs in the area. As you see, 3 cold procs. That's probably because the multi-shot rolled us 3 bullets we fired there, so it was 3 cold procs. So let's do a headshot on one of these guys. Keeping in mind, we have Sevagoth equipped, so it's going to be increased headshot multiplier. As you see right there, the hemorrhage mod did not proc. There we go. And it does some pretty good slash procs there. Now, of course, if you think that the hemorrhage mod's not working because I put the fire rate on there, honestly, that might be true. So you could take off the fire rate mod and just put some more damage in that slot if you'd like. As you can see, it's not really procking that much. But these are big slash procs when it does proc. And I personally find the additional fire rate worth it enough that I'll take the L. So let's take off the fire rate mod and see how consistent it feels when we have lower fire rate. So it's 3.75 fire rate right now. It needs to be below 2.5 to get the... Oh, I guess technically... Yeah, running fire rate is probably stupid. Well, you know, I wanted to try it out there, and I actually did kind of like it. So in that slot, you can just put on Auger Pack for more damage if you'd like. So now we're at about 10,000 total damage, and we'll have the double proc chance for hemorrhage. I personally like fire rate, to be honest. And I'm actually looking for a Riven with plus fire rate on it for the status chance version. As you can see, now we're getting a guaranteed slash proc on basically every shot. So, you know, Fire rate's up to you. I didn't personally like not having it off of there, but that's gonna be the crit build, and you can use that on basically every enemy. I bet this is pretty good against Nox. Let's do a Nox Xmas real quick. The bane of many players' existence. Let's see if he has an ice bubble. He doesn't have an ice bubble. Alright. Ooh, it didn't kill him. He is not digging it, though. That's pretty good for a Nox Xmas. Okay. I keep on... This is why I don't like this build. It's like, oh, look, these guys are paused in the simulacrum. Of course you could headshot them easily. I think this weapon was designed with Sevagoth in mind. With his slowing aura and growing power. Because the status chance on the secondary shot's very high. You proc growing power with that, then activate your 3. They're slowed, very easy to headshot after that. So let's move on to the Condition Overload build, which is the build I will recommend to you, as this is an actual competitor to the Kuva Nukor. Not exactly replacing it at all, but it is, in my opinion. So as you can see right here, we have Prime Fulmination, making the blast radius of the secondary shot 13.28, very large. It will also go through walls. You know, before we move on to that, let's actually do the Riven on this build. The crit build. So let's take off, I guess we'll take off Lethal Momentum for now. Now I have multi-shot on my Riven as well as critical damage. We will put damage in that slot. So we will be doing, I'd say the god roll for this weapon is going to be multi-shot, crit damage, crit chance, I guess, and then minus zoom. Let's just quickly show it with the Riven, because I'm sure some people want to see a Riven. It's not exactly a god roll, I'm going to be honest. But it's the best I got in about like 20-ish rolls, because I bought it with like 50 on it already. And people are really like, they think it's like a god weapon apparently, because they're trying to charge a lot of plat for it. So as you can see right there, that was like a 230k. Of course, you could buff this up to do even more damage, but I'm not really going for that right now, as it's actually like level 14 right now, and I don't have enough time to record the video fully today, to be honest. So yeah, I'll probably be leveling this up on stream in a couple minutes here, which I'll be going live at twitch.tv/Gaz_TTV if you'd like to check it out. I'll be leveling it up so I can maybe fit on a Bane mod, potentially. Like, here's the thing. I actually have some speculation for this thing becoming really good in the future, because they're going to be doing like a workshop on guns getting rebuffed in the future, and I think this thing might have potential. It's got good stash chance AoE. If they add Condition Overload for guns, this thing will be great, because you'll proc them up with this thing, and then you'll do the primary shot and blow them away. So, yeah, we got Viral Heat on here with some stash chance mods. And, yeah, let's just spawn them in. Now, watch how many procs from one shot you get here. In the entire area. Now, keep in mind, that's 2 viral procs, 3 cold procs, and 3 blast procs. It was not much viral, to be honest. Right there, it rolled better. We got 6 viral procs. But as you can see right here, maybe a stash chance multi-shot Riven would be great for this. But it is covering a huge area, as you can see. And that's a lot of procs. It's very easy to use. But if you're trying to get consistent 10 viral procs, I'd say still stick with the Nukor. Also keep in mind, if you don't have Prime Sure-Footed, you probably won't want to run this. Let's take Prime Sure-Footed off for a second and try the exact same thing we just did there. Alright, taking Prime Sure-Footed off, we are now vulnerable to knockdowns. When you just fight right there, you're dead in the mission now. Fight right there, you're staggered. It's unusable for Condition Overload if you don't have Prime Sure-Footed, in my opinion. Or if you're not playing like Revenant or something. So let's try to do that same thing. Proc him up. Oh, I'm already dead. That guy on the left just shot me and I'm dead now. So, yeah, you definitely want to have that mod, Prime Sure-Footed, if you want to use this for Condition Overload. But, you know, maybe you were, like, walking away as you were using it, it would be better. But yeah, I do definitely enjoy it for that. And I think this thing has potential in the future if we do get some gun buffs. Now, let's do the same thing with just a little bit more multi-shot. Like I said, if I formatted it again, I could probably fit the Riven on there as well. But, yeah, we can actually fit it on here. So, now we have 3.4 multi-shot. Enough multi-shot to be doing, you know, extra bullets every time, and a 40% chance for more bullets as well. So this will make it much more consistent, which is why I think a multi-shot Riven is a god roll on this weapon. Any weapon that has 0.5 dispo off the bat, I'd say multi-shot's going to be your best bet regardless. So right there, as you can see, that was much more consistent. As we're getting an additional bullet, it's making it easier to get that viral roll that we're looking for. Now that's going to be, and the nice thing about this as well is since you're using Sevagoth, if you are using Sevagoth, you can use his slowing aura, and then the guaranteed cold procs are going to stack with your aura and make them really slow. As you can see, she's basically not even moving. Like, this is good. And this also works on Demolus. So if you've ever used a cold proc against a Demolus, it slows them down. you can use Sevagoth's Slowing Aura, Gloom, and you can use the cold from this gun to actually make the Demolist not even moving around. So here's the Steel Path. We're going to do a quick little gameplay display here. As you can see, this is with Prime Fulmination, that blast radius increasing mod. It's going to make it so it's covering like the entire mob of enemies pretty much. And this, like I said, this also does work through walls, which you may enjoy. I mean, I definitely enjoy things going through walls in this game. So, yeah, could I recommend this to you? Yeah, I'd say I would. Yeah, it's not exactly, like I said, I have hope for this thing in the future getting a big buff with the gun buffs that they make. And like if they add new mods that are like condition overload for guns and stuff like that, maybe even the quick shot could do some damage, because the quick shot does basically no damage right now, to be honest. The charge shot's where it's at for damage wise, especially with that hemorrhage mod. So that's really good, but you know, like I said, it's not really worth it. Like as you can see right here, I'm just using it as a CO primer. I'm not gonna like be using this thing for DPS on this many enemies. That would just be stupid. And that's why I'm hoping they make something, and maybe like headshots make enemies explode. Ricochet rounds that make enemies, like, you get a headshot, it like makes the ammo fly around. I don't know, they could definitely do something. I'm not exactly sure what that solution would be. But as you can see here, it's very, you fire it two times. Now here's one of the problems with it versus the Nukor. The Nukor is full auto. Like, you can just be really lazy with the Nukor, honestly. And the Nukor is going to be killing more stuff than this thing. The Nukor is like, it's a good CO primer, but it can also kill enemies real fast. And this thing is not going to be killing enemies real fast at all. As you can see, like, even with these orange crit cat buff, it's not even doing, like, it's not even tickling their health bar. All the damage is coming from my melee here. And now that it's down, now that there's no cat buff, that's like, what, it's like 25 damage cold proc. You know, like, that's not really going to be helping you much on the Steel Path. So, yeah, I'd say I'd recommend it to you. I do enjoy it a lot. It's a cool looking weapon, too. It's got cool sound effects. And I've been enjoying it. And you don't need to use it on Sevagoth for high damage numbers. We can do a quick like, heavy gunner one shot in another frame that's not Sevagoth, just to show that. But yeah, it does get an increased headshot multiplier on Sevagoth. So, yep, that's basically going to be it for the video, guys. Like I said, Rivens are definitely overvalued right now on this thing, as it only has a 0.5 disposition. But, and also, the key on that synth charge thing is just bugged. Like, come on, that's not supposed to work. It's got 56 magazine that says under 6. So let's just use it on Nova real quick. We'll spawn in. We can also use Nova's M Prime to just show how slow they become with the cold proc. Alright, so Nova Prime. Oh, Nautilus trolling me. And you see it's like 475,000, okay? Like, it's not a big deal. Now look how slow they are with this. We're going to silence them as well with Banshee. Are they going to ever get out of this stun animation? I don't think they will. So if you like cold proc them, M Prime them, and silence them, I mean, you could probably kill them with jump kicks at this point. Yeah, jump kicks actually might be pretty good when they're slowed like that. New meta. Jump kick stun meta, dude. Alright, thanks for all the support, guys. I'll see you next time, and take it easy. Peace.